The first step of the future problem-solving process is identifying challenges. In competitive future problem-solving, teams must write down 16 challenges found in the future scene. In most groups, each team member is responsible for writing 4 challenges. These challenges are written in a cause and effect format.
Okay, I got my first challenge.
I just finished my first challenge too. It's about thunderstorms causing ships to struggle to travel through the Northwest Passage.
That's what mine's about.
Someone's really gonna have to modify their challenge.
Alright, I'll change mine, I guess.
Alright, thank you.
Be sure to proofread every team member's challenges. Proofreading can prevent duplicates, correct grammar, and ensure quality of the challenges.
Hey, could you check this for me? Since the ice is melting in the Arctic, then they won't be able to cool off their drinks. Your cause is fine, but we need to work on your effect. And also use the word won't. That's an absolute. You're not supposed to use absolutes in step 1. Like, how about this? Since the Arctic temperature is increasing twice as fast as anywhere else on the Earth, the environmental climate might become dangerously unstable in 2025 and beyond.
Oh, that's better. That could be our UP, actually.
To review, challenges must relate to the future scene. Our example of an irrelevant challenge contained many flaws. This challenge contained an absolute, which must be avoided. Use words such as may, might, and could. However, this irrelevant challenge was written in the correct format. The easiest way to write a challenge is to use the since-then format. Our final tips are to use the categories when you run out of brainstorming ideas, avoid extremities, and do not write absolutes. Step 2, also known as the underlying problem, is where the most important challenge is chosen. The most important challenge has the broadest scope with the greatest potential to affect the most people, and always adheres to the directive found within the future scene. The underlying problem is formulaic by nature. However, it can be the most creative step of the problem-solving process, and is the most important because a correctly targeted and correctly written underlying problem sets the rest of the packet up for success.
Alright, while you guys are done finishing up your challenges, I'm going to work on the underlying problem. What do you guys think the directive might be?
We'll check the last paragraph. Usually the charge is located at the bottom.
I found it. The directive has something to do with scientists agree that the continuing Arctic thaw is a climate change that has far-reaching implications.
I think we should focus on this fact right here in the future scene. The Arctic temperature is increasing twice as fast as anywhere else on Earth.
Since the Arctic temperature is increasing twice as fast as anywhere on Earth due to climate change, how might we reduce the melting of ice caps in 2025 and beyond? How does that sound?
I think you're forgetting something.
No, I write the UP every time.
Well, tell me the parts you have.
Alright, well look, I have the condition phrase, the key verb phrase, all 3 of the parameters, and I cannot believe I forgot the purpose.
The purpose, or more specifically, the part in the underlying problem starting with so that, is a commonly left out component of most underlying problems. Leaving out the so that does not give the UP a purpose or direction. Therefore, evaluators can no longer adequately finish grading the rest of the packet. This usually translates to the total packet score being half the potential score the packet could have received.
Well, it's okay. That's why we all work together as a team in global issues for problem solving.
Considered the most creative step in the 6-step process, Step 3 allows team members to use their futuristic thinking to solve a major challenge. the sky's the limit in writing solutions. Just as in step 1, it is suggested for each team member to write 4 solutions.
Can someone reread the underlying problem before we start step 3?
Okay, since the Arctic temperature is increasing twice as fast as anywhere on Earth due to climate change, how might we reduce the melting of ice caps so that the Arctic climate remains stable in 2025 and beyond? Well, we just have to make sure that every solution focuses on reducing the melting of the ice caps and trying to make sure that the Arctic climate remains stable.
Alright, I'm gonna write a solution about a pill that's dropped in the Arctic waters, and when it's dropped in, it rebuilds the polar ice caps.
Yeah, that's an idea. I'll create a genetically modified seal that will release a chemical from its fur that will chill the environment. Anything's possible, guys.
I think my first solution will be a group of environmentalists that will monitor the ice caps to see if they're melting. How's that sound?
But how will that reduce the melting of the ice caps? Maybe you should have the group use like a cold laser beam to refreeze the ice caps in the areas that they monitor.
Yeah, you're right. That makes it a really relevant solution.
Be sure to always proofread other members' work. Solutions must address at least 3 of the following: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Also, attempt to utilize research while writing solutions, and be sure to avoid duplicates.
Guys, I'm really running out of ideas.
Just think of the categories like in step 1. Like, we don't have a solution about transportation yet.
Alright, so I can have hover cars flying over the Arctic and ships that are going through the Arctic be laced with a powder that will chill the waters, causing the ice caps to not melt as fast.
Perfect.
Since future problem solving focuses on helping humanity, be sure to create humane solutions that are both sustainable and impact the purpose of the underlying problem. The best tip here is to be creative. Step 4, also known as criteria, is another important step because it is designed to create criteria that will assess the top 8 solutions written in Step 3. Criteria are typically written by 1 or 2 group members during competitive writing. Each group must produce 5 criterion, each unique in the form of question.
Alright, I'm done with my 4 solutions, so I'm going to start on writing the criteria.
I just finished my solutions too, so I'm going to help you out.
So, which solution will... what do we want to focus on?
Well, future problem solving focuses a lot on helping humanity, so we should find the solution that's the most humane.
Alright, so... which solution will be the most humane towards the Arctic wildlife while preventing the melting of ice caps so that stabilizing the Arctic climate is not detrimental in 2025 and beyond?
Alright, I like it. That's a good start.
Alright, so I guess the next question is, where do we go from here? What part of charts do we want to address?
CHARTS is a handy acronym that represents different subjects that are typically incorporated into criteria. CHART stands for Cost, Humane, Acceptance, Resources, Time, and Sustainability. These different subjects are to be worded into criteria so that it accomplishes specific goals in the purpose of the underlying problem. Be sure that every criteria has a superlative. For example, use words like most, least, or best. All criteria end with question marks and must address the purpose within the underlying problem.
Well, I think we should focus on sustainability in this criteria.
Alright, so maybe it should sound something like, which solution will be sustained the longest in 2025 and beyond, so that the reduction of melting ice caps will no longer be an issue?
Alright, that's good. Plus it's different enough from the last one so that it doesn't become generic.
It is important to not repeat the same purpose in every criterion. The first criterion concentrates on preventing the melting of the ice caps, while the second criterion focuses on reducing the melting of the ice caps. This criteria is then used to assess solutions. 8 solutions are chosen to be evaluated by the different groups.
So are you ready to evaluate the grid together?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, well I think we should definitely make solutions number 4 and 12 both an 8.
No, you can't rate 2 solutions with the same number.
No, I forgot. Well, how about we make solution number 4 a 7 and solution number 12 an 8?
No, I don't know. I think it should be the other way around.
No, it should be the way I said it.
No, guys, don't waste time arguing. Let's just go with what we said first.
Alright.
The solutions are rated from 1 to 8, with 8 as the best and 1 as the worst. The totals are added across in order to form rankings. The farthest right-hand column must add up to 180. If it does not, there is an error in the grid.
So you guys think that 12 should be a 1?
Just get 2 minutes.
Wait, what are you doing? No, dude, you can't just write it.
It's faster.
No, you gotta be ethical about this.
Oh.
Step 6 is known as the action plan. The action plan is an essential step where the Global Issues team writers can demonstrate their plan of action to the group that is asking the writers to evaluate their future scene, as well as the evaluators. Not only is the action plan evaluated on content, but also creativity and fluency are assessed. Therefore, it is essential that the action plan is comprehensible and creative upon construction. The action plan must address as many of the subcategories, including assisters, resistors, funding, the company creating the solution, challenges the solution will create, and how they will overcome these challenges. It is also advisable to address particular criteria that are most essential in the choosing of your solution. How and to what extent the solution you choose is humane is also imperative to include in your action plan in order to show the positive impact your solution will be making on the concerned area.
Alright, so while you guys are going over the packet, I'm going to write the action plan. Make sure that you guys check for duplicates and you check for grammar mistakes.
Okay, got it. I'll go over challenges 1 through 12 since I didn't write those.
And I'll get 13 through 16 and solutions 1 through 8.
Okay.
Okay, I'll look at these. Solutions 9 through 12.
Alright, this sounds good, but I don't really see how it's that humane. Maybe you should talk about how the plant life and the animal life are really secure by this solution because it really promotes prosperity of their lives.
Alright, I get what you're saying. Do you mind writing it in for me?
Oh, not at all.
Another strategy that can be used when pressed for time is the distribution of the action plan. Trusting in each other's writing abilities is key to having a successful team. Experience in all areas of the packet can create strong teams, and the integration of multiple opinions in an action plan can possibly result in a more complete action plan.
Here, I can't believe we finished in time.
I knew that we would. I really have confidence in putting our pack against any other team internationally.
This may be true. However, I believe that knowing and using the process of future problem solving will be applicable to the real world. Whether or not we place, it's the knowledge of the process that is the real trophy.
But it is nice to have that shiny piece of metal.
Our group has finished their packet within the 2-hour time limit. Future problem solving teaches all ages how to identify multiple challenges in a situation, accurately selecting an underlying problem, generate many solutions from a wide range of categories, create criteria to assess solutions in a non-biased manner, and to develop an action plan to solve the underlying problem. This process also promotes critical and creative thinking during the multiple brainstorming processes of future problem solving. Teams do not have to write competitively to learn this process. Future problem solving teaches students to be the change they want to see in the world by creating the idea of the change. Thank you for watching our video.